Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And hey, do you have the Odyssey app yet?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
All right. Well, unfortunately, sir, I'm not talking to you because you can't qualify for what's going on.
Okay, well, fine.
Yeah. I mean, the Odyssey app does have hundreds of new stations curated for people just like you, Steve, so it makes sense to have it. Including this big Aerosmith station we got.
Yeah, you hear all your favorite Aerosmith songs, whatever it is. If you love Aerosmith, that's the station to check out. Plus, as a little added incentive for you to check out the Aerosmith Odyssey station, if you check it out, you'll have a shot at winning a trip to see Aerosmith during their Las Vegas residency. Whoa. So, yes, that means you're going to get sent to Vegas. You're going to be hooked up with a hotel room, VIP tickets where you get to watch the show from the side of the stage, passes to a pre-party, a VIP pre-party.
Wow.
And $250 in spending money, all because you're listening to the Aerosmith station.
But I got to get the Odyssey app. That's what I got to do.
Well, duh.
Okay, fine. All right, well, you can get the Odyssey app on your smartphones. Just go to your store, your phone store, and download that Odyssey app to get all the audio that matters to you. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Let's play B-Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So scream his name. B-Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Mix. You're a loser. It is time for B-Mix. But it's Wednesday, so maybe we should try to whack him instead.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then. All right. Woo!
Whack it.
Yeah, Mr. Wacky, that inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yes.
Yes.
Helps you buy cars and other things.
Gives you some sweet dance moves, too.
Hell yeah. Especially when it's windy out.
Hell yeah. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Josh on the I-5. Josh, are you there?
I am. I'm in Georgetown right now. How are you guys doing?
Nice.
Yeah, Josh.
Swing by probably Georgetown Brewing's probably not open for breakfast. I don't know.
Maybe not. You never know. They might have beer brats.
Yes. That's a good point.
All right, Steve, get out of here.
Breakfast porter.
Ooh, yeah. Good way to start your day. For those playing at home, Josh will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Josh, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready to whack him so hard.
Nice. Ooh. Which DC Comics character is Joe Shuster best known for co-creating?
Pass.
Which vital organ does the adjective renal refer to?
Renal. Pass.
What was the first sports-themed movie to win an Oscar for Best Picture?
Field of Dreams.
No.
Pass.
Which male vocal range is pitched between tenor and bass?
Baritone.
Yes. Who played Richard Kimball in the 90s movie The Fugitive?
The Fugitive.
That's a nice try.
Tommy Lee Jones?
No.
Ooh.
Pass.
Which planet is tilted on its axis more than any other?
Earth.
No.
Mars.
No.
Jupiter.
No. Tina Turner had the mid-'80s album titled Private What?
I.
No.
Love.
No.
Pass.
Josh, you got one correct.
Oh.
Hey. That's okay. I want to make a big shout out to Michael Durant at West Hills Honda, that wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man. Go see Mike D with the key. He hooked me up last night. I want to shout out to the local 528 And my homeboy's out on Vashon at Max Concrete.
Wow, that's a shout out
Give
for
it out a shout.
getting one correct.
Yeah,
Make the best use of your time there, sir.
He got more shout outs than he got more correct. That's I feel like that's a record right there. I don't think it's ever been done before on Beat
Give me the
Mix.
best you got. Give me the best you got.
Wow.
Well, Steve,
Wow.
I don't think you're going to get whacked today, but Josh had the best use of his time giving as many shout outs as he possibly could.
Okay, that's pretty brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm not going to hate on that. That's pretty amazing. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Which DC Comics character is Joe Shuster best known for co-creating?
Shout out to my friend J Mac, my boy Munson, and his kid. DC Batman.
No.
Superman.
Yes. Which vital organ does the adjective renal refer to?
What?
Which vital organ does the adjective
Liver.
No.
Heart.
No.
Brain.
No. What was the first sports themed movie to win an Oscar for Best Picture?
Rocky.
Yes. Which male vocal range is pitched between tenor and bass?
Alto.
No.
Soprano.
No.
Baritone.
Yes. Nice. Who played Richard Kimball in the 90s movie The Fugitive?
Harrison Ford.
Yes. What planet is tilted on its axis more than any other?
Saturn.
No.
Uranus, Rev.
Yes. Tina Turner had the mid-'80s album titled Private What?
Dancer.
Yes.
Nice.
Which fruit comes in Morello and Bing varieties?
Tom.
No.
Strawberries.
No.
Grapes.
No. Who played Jay on Modern Family and Al on Married with Children?
Ed O'Neill.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7-2-1.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he gave more shout outs than he got correct.
You know, it's good. He has a lot of friends.
Well, thanks for playing, Josh.
I made a phone call and the Rev answered. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Well, I mean,
He's not lying.
Josh, you can make attempts every day.
I feel like Josh is the man.
Yeah, well, Steve was because he whacked him. So
Yeah, I would like to give Josh, by the way, a little credit because he did name Tommy Lee Jones, who was also in The Fugitive.
Yes, he was.
So, I mean, it's pretty wild, you know. I mean, you have to be somewhat a little older to know that movie.
I feel like a reboot isn't in order. Oh
Well, it was a reboot from a reboot.
Yeah.
Because it
that's a good
originally
point.
came out as a TV series in the 60s.
So The Fugitive, the third.
I mean, why not?
The premise seems like it would be just perfect for a reboot, don't you think?
Who's going to
Yeah.
play the one-armed man? We're going to have to find somebody who's going to get one arm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I mean, the dude from Def Leppard's still around.
Is he?
All right,
I
we'll
don't know
get
if
him
he's
in
an
it.
actor, though.
That would be very interesting.
But who would be the Harrison Ford? Who would play Harrison Ford's character?
We should get the guy that played Harrison Ford as young, the young Han Solo, Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Alden Ehrenreich or something
I
like
can't
that?
remember-
Yeah, I don't
say his
remember
name.
his name. Yeah,
It's that guy.
It's a big, long name. The vital organ that the adjective renal refers to?
Eyes.
No, not the eyes.
Kidney, my friend.
Yes, it's the kidney.
Oh.
Yes.
That's the only one I would have got right. Steve would have beat me. I forgot about Private Dancer. I mean, I'm so sad at myself.
How dare you not know the discography of Tina Turner?
Well, I did play it a lot when I came up in radio. I mean, I played her damn that album a lot.
What was the video that she had where like she was showing off her legs?
I thought a lot of them.
I thought it was Private Dancer.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Didn't you do like Pink Cadillac too?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she showed off her legs in that one.
Yeah, Tina was. She
had some good legs.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
yeah. When I was a younger man, that was when I first started realizing who I was attracted to, and what was one of my favorite body parts.
The other only one that you missed that you got to, the fruit that comes in Morello and Bing varieties. I did appreciate
Tomatoes?
the Tom Morello thing. No.
Cherries.
Cherries.
Oh, Bing cherries.
Yes, the good old Bing cherries.
I don't know what a Morello cherry tastes like, but
I couldn't tell you right now.
You really should have used Bing to search for that answer.
I was duck going it.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, fair enough.
Wow. Congratulations on your win.
Nice work, Steve. A lot of you got some sad news yesterday, as we all did, as legendary comedian Gilbert Gottfried died yesterday after a battle with a disease called type 2 myotonic dystrophy, which is a form of muscular dystrophy. And that was,
Interesting.
I didn't even know that he had that going on.
This kind of, you saw it show up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's awful. And then you realize he was only 67.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought he was, would have been older. And oh man, yeah, it wasn't, obviously, no one was expecting it.
And I don't know if you saw the picture that everybody was sharing of
Yes.
Bob Saget taking a picture of Gilbert himself and Louis Anderson, the three who we lost this year.
That was a tough one to look at, that picture.
Yeah. And if you don't know much about Gilbert, he was best known as the voice of Lago the Parrot in Disney's animated Aladdin from back in '92. He was also the voice of the duck of the Aflac insurance commercials until recently.
Aflac.
Yeah, he got in trouble. He said some joke stuff that people didn't like, and Aflac was like, "Yeah, we can't have you anymore."
That was back with the tsunami.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
If I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. See, I always knew him just as a comic. You know, I know like some people, I don't know him from Aladdin or, I mean, obviously the Affleck commercials, but I just remember loving his stand-up because he was just so, it was just nothing like no one was like him. Like he was just out of his mind up there.
And fascinated by serial killers. Which
is why he always had a good time on our show.
He sure did. I remember, man, when I was working in Rochester with Brother Weeze, and Gilbert was a guest on the show, and what he wanted to do, he heard we had this really cool bookstore, and he wanted to see if he could find any books about serial killers in this bookstore, and so that's where we had to take him after the show.
Interesting.
Yeah, he just was really fascinated by the mind of a person that would do stuff like that.
I remember we had him on, I thought it was not that long ago, I'm like, but it was like over 10 years ago I found like the picture of me with Gilbert, and I was like, oh man, like, you know, just, and I will never forget being so excited for him to come in because I'm like, it's Gilbert Gottfried. This guy's a legend, one of my comedic favorites. And he comes in, he was so chill, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well. Like he was nice, but he was very quiet, and he was just like very reserved. I'm like, who is this, and what happened to Gilbert Gottfried? And then once the mics went on, he became Gilbert Gottfried, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess it makes sense that he's not walking in just yelling at us.
Yeah, because
he was very respectful and very nice.
Yeah, he was. It's really wild to think that. Oh, he has a couple of different speeds.
Yes.
Because, you know, we've had other comics that come in that, you know, now we realize, of course, why people were always going at one particular speed was because they had help.
True.
They had some medicinal help. But, yeah, Gilbert was just a regular dude, like you said, very, very calm, cool, and collective. And then, yeah, the mic goes on, and it's a whole different story.
Almost to the point where I was like, is he sick? Is something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden the mic's going on, and he's like, ah! And I'm like, whoa.
Wow, that's a great impression.
Wow, yeah.
A touching tribute to. Yeah, so Gilbert Gottfried passed away at 67 years old. A form of muscular dystrophy. He was battling this long illness, and he finally succumbed to it.
One text was like, dude, USA Up All Night. That's right. He was one of the hosts.
Right, yeah.
Who was it? Was it Rhonda Shear?
Yeah.
That's about all I remember.
That's all I remember.
But that's right. Dude, you know what's weird, though? Because, like, so we have the roast coming up. And he was always great on those roasts.
Yeah.
You know, all the celebrity roasts. And my favorite thing every once in a while would go on like Cameo and just watch random video. You know, I have no idea who he's making these videos for, but Gilbert Gottfried's cameos were always ridiculous and funny. So I know like we're putting together like a little video piece at the roast where it's like a bunch of people who couldn't make it that are going to be leaving video messages, some like WWE superstars to some rock stars, and it's going to be pretty cool to have at the roast on Friday night. And I was like, you know what would be funny is if we throw down some cash and get Gilbert Gottfried to do a video as a cameo video.
You did this?
I was going to.
Oh.
And then I realized how much he charged. And I was like, you know, this is out of the state. The station's not paying for this, and this is not worth. Like, you know, I'm not dropping that kind of coin for this just to have them make fun of me. Yeah. I have enough people making fun of me. I don't need to pay somebody.
Good call.
Well,
I would have enjoyed it.
That would have been such a trip, though, had I done it. And because I've seen some people post their cameo videos on Facebook. A lot of people I know have, if you're going to get a cameo, you got it from Gilbert Gottfried because he delivered.
Yeah.
He didn't just go, hey, it's Gilbert, heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks for the $100 and something. Like, he went on for like 3 minutes on some of these and just... He had no idea who the hell he's talking to, but he's making fun of them, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I saw the one from our mutual friend Wyatt Olney.
Yes.
Yeah, and so he posted a cameo that was made that he had Gilbert do, and that was done for him, I should say. And it was pretty funny, and like you said, now everybody's doing that. They're like, well, I wasn't going to share this, but I feel like I should now since he passed away, and so... He's going to live on in so many different ways.
Someone said, I love the movie Problem Child. A lot of people are texting about this.
Oh, right.
Problem Child was a funny movie with him in it, man.
Also, speaking of the roast, Craig Gass, who will be at the roast, I mean, he does a great Gilbert impression. And one of my favorite clips was, I can't remember. I don't think it was on Stern, but it was on a radio show. Might have been, and Gilbert might have been your old buddy Opie's show, maybe. I don't even remember.
Right.
I can't remember which show it was on, but Craig was on it, and so was Gilbert. And Craig was doing the Gilbert impression, with Gilbert, and it was just one of the funniest things. I'm sure it's out there on Facebook, but it's just so funny to watch those two. You know, you got Gilbert who sounds like Gilbert, and then Craig who sounds just like Gilbert. And if you close your eyes, you have no idea which one's really Gilbert.
That's awesome. And again, Gilbert Godfrey passed away at 67 years old, man. And it's been a tough year for us losing people like Bob Saget and Louis Anderson and now Gilbert. And the three of them were always great guests. That's the thing that I remember too. So really sad that they're no longer with us. We got a popular music artist that just shared that she has a joint that she got from Willie Nelson. And she framed it on a wall in her house. Who is it? Oh, you'll hear from her at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. This has become one of my guilty pleasures, and this is the Architectural Digest's videos of different people's homes.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, I've talked about it every once in a while on the show, but yeah, you've looked at me and like, wow, what do you... If you search on YouTube, you can see Robert Downey Jr.'s, he'll show you his apartment, and Jesse Pinkman, and I forget, Aaron Paul's house.
So it's like MTV Cribs, but not on MTV.
Yeah, and they narrate the whole thing. I'm sure they're asked questions, but you don't hear anybody ask them questions. They're just commenting, and it would be them and their spouses commenting on their place. Gwyneth Paltrow's done one, and country music artist Casey Musgraves gave Architectural Digest a tour of her Nashville home. And these homes, I mean, man, they do a nice job.
Yeah, they're probably not showing off like a dumpy house.
No,
although that would
not.
be pretty awesome.
No, they are not. And here in this particular edition, here's Casey describing a few of her favorite things, including a cherished collectible from Willie Nelson.
This is the first house I've ever put my creative kind of mind into, and it's the first time I've ever been able to like express myself like in a home sense. So it was really fun for me. I've got a framed joint from Willie Nelson. That's going to stay there unless I need to break it in case of emergency.
That's awesome.
You're stressing me out. I need to go to the Willie.
Yeah. And you can get lost in this if you really want to see everybody's houses.
I love looking at houses, man. Yeah. Celebrities or not. Like, whenever even in our development, they're building all these new homes, and my wife and I are like, how do we get inside of those before we see them when sold? We're like, is it weird if we just, like, go in there before the people move in? And the answer is yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, just maybe there's an open house or an unlocked back door.
Never
right?
stopped me. Yeah. AD man does some really, really good videos. And just do a search for your celebrity and Architectural Digest, and maybe they got their house up there.
Oh, yeah. She's got a nice little gym set up.
Oh, yeah. She's got
trampolines inside there. What the hell's going on here?
I know. You're going to feel bad. I feel so bad when I see these houses.
Oh, she's got the indoor sauna, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're all indoors, but
you got to see. You got to see Gwyneth Paltrow's place, too.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
She's got
Does it smell like her Hoosie Watskis?
Only on the inside.
Well, I can't really tell on television until they get smell-o-vision. I'll let you know. So Casey, she says she's got a framed joint, that she got from Willie Nelson. So as for how she got this joint, she said, well, I was smoking with him and some other people. And then Willie told her to, quote, save the rest for another time. So she framed it and put it on a wall in her house.
Okay, that's pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
I would want to get a picture with him. Maybe, I don't know if he'd be okay with that, with us like kind of like all hanging out, having our quote unquote safety meeting, and then blow that up into the frame and then put the joint in the spot where he's holding the actual joint.
It's Willie. I bet he doesn't care. I bet he would do that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's an over-the-top picture you've got there, but I like the idea.
Right?
You know what? You're going to need a Casey Musgrave-sized home in order to have a picture that big on a wall. Because you're going to need that.
Quite possibly.
Oh, dude. And look, I'm looking at that, man, and Gwyneth Paltrow has like an entire, she's got an entire spa. Like you would walk into a hotel spa, she's got in her own home. It's nuts. Anyway, Architectural Digest, you can do a search for it, but it's like, the homes you'll see on that channel.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
And they're on YouTube, and, Casey Musgrave's house is on there, and she shared that she's got this cherished collectible, a framed joint from Willie Nelson hung on her wall. So based on this, we want to know, what is something unique that you have in your home? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What is something unique that you have in your home? Your calls, your texts after Everlast on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So Casey Musgrave shared that she has a cherished collectible, a framed joint from Willie Nelson hung on her wall. Based on this, we want to know, what is something unique that you have in your home? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Texts are coming in. Someone says, how about this? I caught one of Taylor Hawkins' drumsticks at the Gorge. Sits in front of my sound bar. Rest in peace to a legend, from Sam in Renton.
Boy, that's gotta mean a lot more now.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, that's a heck of a piece to have.
I do keep a pair of drumsticks. It's so dumb, but it's very self-serving, BJ. But the time I got to play drums with Stone Temple Pilots, they were my drumsticks. Like because my band played earlier today, and I was like, I'm already nervous as it is. I don't want to, because someone was just like, just use Eric, the drummer of Stone Temple Pilots, drumsticks. I'm like, I don't want to do that, but like part of me wanted to, so I could take them. But so I used my own drumsticks, and I'm glad I did, because his were like wrapped like these padded handle kind of like tape, so that way you could hold them a certain way. But I was like, that would have thrown me off. But I used my own drumsticks, and then of course kept them. Although I was like worried they thought I might have stole his, because I'm like walking off with drumsticks all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I taped them up and threw them in my bag, and to this day they're still in my house. Like I never used them again, even though they're brand new. And and drumsticks ain't cheap. But I'm like, I gotta resist the urge. It's a cool story. It's a cool moment. And
Yeah.
but it's very I kept my own drumsticks as a keepsake.
I feel like there's plenty of pictures of you doing
Yes.
that. That to me is a picture you put on the wall. You get the drumsticks and
That's
that
what I was
picture
thinking
frame.
too. At some point, blow up one of the pictures, mount it with the drumsticks. Maybe I blow up the picture so big that I put the drumsticks on my hand as I'm playing.
Okay, again, I don't know if you got
Dude, that
wall
would be
space
cool.
for that. Do you? Are you?
I believe in you.
We have the wall space, but will the wife let that wall space be used for that?
Wow.
Yeah. I say with complete confidence, she would. No, she wouldn't.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Because I feel like if you got the wall space, then that's pretty much the entire wall
Yes.
that you're thinking of taking up. And imagine walking into somebody's house, seeing a life-size picture of Steve, on the drums like that with real drumsticks.
3D drumsticks.
That would be cool. I mean, I have to say, I probably would be like, well, I guess I know who thinks a lot of himself in this house. But yes, that would still be cool.
And it got like a motion sensor, and when I walk by it, it plays a clip of me playing the drums with them.
Again, wow.
Oh wow, like one of those like
a Halloween thing.
or I was gonna say like one of those fish that sing like on the walls.
Oh, like Billy Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of this is going to happen. What if I did it here at work and they didn't tell anyone? And all of a sudden you come in one day and it's just this giant picture of me.
That would be, you know what? I would love just to see how management would have to handle that.
Yes.
Who put this
Exactly.
up? What, did we pay for that? What is this? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Jerome, I should say. Jerome, you are in Bonnie Lake. You're on the Rock.
BJ.
Jerome. Yes. What's up, buddy?
Hey. So.
Hey.
My parents,
how you doing? What do you got? What's a special thing you got in your house?
So, my parents are friends with Jack Black's parents.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that, but Jack Black, his parents are in Tonasca, Washington.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they show up there quite a bit, I mean, his back in the day, his old slimy looking guy he was, with the hot wife. But
okay, well, it sounds like you're really good friends with Jack.
Well, no, he actually, his one movie you guys, no one probably remembers, is called Year One. It was Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Oh,
and he did a personal thing. It says Jerome is about to get biblical. Love, Jack Black. Signed poster and everything.
Was that before or after Mars Attacks? Because that's the first one I remember seeing Jack Black in was Mars Attacks, which is way, way back in the day.
No idea.
Oh, yeah. Mars Attacks was in the 90s, and Year One was 2009.
Yeah, okay. So...
Yeah,
there you go.
So it was with Michael Cera.
You mean Michael Cera?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I guess you could pronounce it that way, yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's how he pronounces it, but all right. Well, you know what? Well, thanks for the call, Jerome. I appreciate it.
Good old Michael Cera.
Yeah, if you want to trip out at Jack Black plays a very super patriotic military dude, like a cartoon character in that Mars Attack movie. I watched it recently, and I didn't even realize Jack was in it. And it's,
you watched it recently?
Yeah.
Why?
Says the guy who says he never has time to watch anything, just randomly is watching some movie from the 90s?
Oh, well, the pandemic, I had a lot of time on my hands.
Oh.
So I watched a lot of movies and I wanted to see if that movie still held up, which, by the way, I believe it does. It's a great Tim
Really?
Burton. Oh, it's great, especially Not for nothing. I watched it during, the time when everybody was fighting over a lot of things. People were not happy with each other. And I thought, as I was watching that, Jack Nicholson is the president. And also Jack Nicholson is this cowboy. He played 2 roles in this. And I'm like, in a weird way, this still kind of holds up. This movie really says a lot.
Interesting.
And then here's Jack Black, who basically plays like a bully to his brother, and he's like this, I'm gung-ho, gonna go fight, and I'm gonna do my service. Like, he's just like a total over-the-top patriot guy. And I'm like, that's Jack Black. It's totally like not
Weird.
any way you'd think of Jack Black. So it's, if you don't know the movie, it's Mars Attacks, and you probably can just see the Jack Black scenes if you want on YouTube somewhere.
He looks like Private Pile from
Full Metal Jacket.
From Full Metal Jacket,
It's really, it's like that. I can't believe that's Jack Black. That's way back in the day.
Someone said, my ex-husband and I, we found an original copy of the Bleach album with all the signatures of all 3 members inside. Nirvana, of course. Pretty cool having all that.
Wow.
Damn.
Whoa.
I noticed your daughter's in the room, BJ.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, Sarah.
Only imagine what she's kept.
Well, I used to have my beautiful pink stripper pole, but that unfortunately isn't up anymore.
Is it shiny pink?
It was kind of like a baby pink.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
Trying to
beautiful.
picture it. Yeah.
It's in the garage. Wait,
I have pictures.
in the garage, waiting for you to take it with you to your new place, wherever that might be.
It's going to eventually, if that ever
The
happens.
new place is the upstairs of BJ's house. BJ moves now into the basement.
Exactly. But now I have, which I think everyone should have, one of their own, is a very large portrait of my butt. Okay. Don't worry.
What?
It's not like in the living room or anything. It's in my own room.
Painting?
Yeah, it's kind of like a picture, but you like blow it up and put it on a canvas.
Oh, I love one of the canvas prints. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even know this existed. What?
Well, yeah. It would be something to be like, look what I got.
I have questions. I'm going to see if I can tactfully ask them.
Here we go.
Are you wearing pants?
I am wearing like a thong.
Okay, that's
a no.
Oh yeah, I guess no. Those aren't pants.
Yeah, those are far from pants.
Yeah.
I don't know who to look at. Do I make eye contact with BJ? Do I make eye contact with Joe?
You really shouldn't even ask more questions.
Oh yeah,
is what
sorry,
you should
Joe.
do. That's an idea. How about no more questions?
It's a very, very tasteful picture, though.
No, your butt on a canvas is not tasteful.
J Rubs' hands are grabbing
Oh my gosh.
my butt.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like,
why is this story getting worse?
it's real. I'm thinking about putting it on my Instagram sometime.
Please do.
It's a piece of art, let me tell you, especially now that it's blown up.
No.
But I haven't actually hung it on the wall yet.
Thank God.
So it's just kind of leaning up against the wall so everyone can see whoever comes in my room. But I forget that the cleaners come in my room every week.
I
And
bet that's their favorite room to clean.
they literally turn the portrait around so it's facing the wall.
Do they really?
They do.
They don't want to look at your butt.
Every
That's very
week.
respectful.
Every week. And I forget.
They
'cause,
deserve a raise, BJ.
sometimes I'm like, I'll
that's for
turn it
sure.
around for them because they obviously, I guess, don't want to look at it anymore. But then I forget, and then I'll come in my room after they're done and be like, oh, yeah, my ass was right
So
there.
I was feeling narcissistic for having kept my drumsticks that I played drums with Soderville Pilots with. You took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, you're not the
I respect that.
I love your blown up picture with you. I think that is a great idea.
And I think the idea of you having the heart of your butt being held by your fiance is a beautiful.
You're gonna put that over the fireplace someday.
You should, BJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not my fireplace. Your own when you move out.
When you move out.
Yeah.
He wants to put it in the fireplace. Not.
That's exactly where I'd like to go.
Yeah, it
with it.
sounds about like that.
It's really pretty.
Wow.
I did not expect that to be what you had.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, is that unique? I don't know. I think you guys should all get one of your own, but
Oh, you think so? Thanks. I'll get back to you on that. Yeah.
Is it black and white?
no,
Or
it's color.
Why are you asking questions?
I don't know.
it's so-
Because black and white means it's artistic.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
this is artistic.
True. Yeah,
this is artistic. You don't see anyone's face in it.
Put it through like a cartoon filter on Instagram. And then,
My girl edited it and everything.
Okay, that's good. That's a really great.
She's not a professional, but you know.
Oh, really? Yeah. Don't think many
J Rubs go to a pedicure beforehand because I'm sure his hands are.
Oh gosh, yeah, right?
His hand's always looking good, but because I'm grabbing it as well, so
Yeah.
I had to get a manicure.
See, that would be a manicure because he didn't have his feet on her butt as far as
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
Thank you. And I even thought, I'm like, which one's the one that you do?
Yeah,
Clearly, I go, tie me.
Had his feet up in there too, whatever.
I need something that will wash my
It's
ears out.
getting better.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Is this post engagement? Is your wedding or your engagement ring showing?
It's
This was
the day
recent, DJ.
after.
There's still more questions coming here. I thought we were done with these questions.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You guys will all see it one day, I bet.
Yeah, no, I did this. No.
Oh, you should bring it to the wedding.
I should. That could be like the welcome sign.
Okay, again, no more ideas either. We don't need questions or any more ideas. We
Or
need
make them
nothing.
T-shirts, like those giant sublimated T-shirts.
Oh, yeah, for the whole wedding party?
Yes, the bachelorette party.
Will you stop giving her dumb ideas, please?
That's all I have.
That's all you have?
dumb.
It's been going on for 10 minutes, the all you have conversation.
10 minutes, not 10 years.
Really.
Chock full of dumb ideas.
Okay. Well, we're going to... I hate to move on to this next subject because it really is just as bad as one of life's biggest mysteries has been answered. Okay, this is one of Steve's biggest mysteries.
Yes.
Can we just say this?
It is.
Nobody else cares about this but Steve.
It's so funny. We recently talked about this, and I wondered this exact thing, and I'm so happy I'll finally get some closure.
There is closure to the question, does Mark Wahlberg still have the prosthetic dong that he wore in the movie Boogie Nights? Yeah, you're going to hear from Mark at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you can get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.